Hey there, home lovers. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today is Monday, and you know what that means? That means it's time to look at the weekly stats to see what happened in the housing market in Tampa last week. But even better, it's the beginning of October, and that means we have all of the September stats to take a look at. Stats. All of these September stats to look at, and that's what we're going to be doing today. Are you ready to jump right in and get started? Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Okay, so just a reminder, when I'm looking at the whole Tampa Bay area, I'm looking at Pinellas County, which is right on the Gulf Coast, Hillsborough County right next to it, and Pasco County above those two. That is the TriCounty area that I work in and that I look at the statistics for. Now that we've got that out of the way, here's what happened in September. All of the numbers look really good. Everything improved. All of the stats that I look at, all of those numbers improved in September. So the median sales price has increased over the past year from $225,000 in September of 2019 to $257,000 this year. That's just a very steady increase, and that is about 12.45% increase over the course of that 1 year. The average days on market has decreased slightly from 55 days to 50 days. And then we have a couple of really interesting statistics to look at. So the first one is the list price to the closed price ratio. And what that is what the ratio of the sales price was compared to what the list price. For example, you list your house at $300,000 and you sell it for $300,000. That's 100% list price rate, list to close price ratio. That's the number we're looking at. And it is important because it tells us how close to, it gives us an indication of of how hot the market is really. The higher that number becomes, we know that people are doing everything in their power to buy a house, and we know that that's what's going on in the market right now. So in September, the list price to close price ratio was 100%. Here's the interesting part though. That has been 100% for the past 6 months. So this is the 6th month that our list price to close price ratio has been 100%. Can't say I've ever seen that happen before. So that's definitely something interesting and something to continue taking a look at. That goes back. And finally, check this out. In September 2019, we had 21,438 active listings in this Tri-County area. This past September, so a year later, we only had 13,069 listings. That lack of listings is one of the factors that continues to drive the 100% list price to close price ratio, as well as a decreasing days on market number and an increasing sales price. And those trends will continue as long as sellers decide not to sell or until buyers decide to stop buying. And the latter of those two is not likely to happen anytime soon for a couple of reasons. One, of course, interest rates. They are still remarkably low, and as long as they remain low, then buyers have a great incentive to go out and buy a house. Number two, we have about 950 people that move to Florida every single day. Over the course of a year, that's roughly 350,000 people that need a house, either to buy one or to rent one. But 350,000 new residents every year need somewhere to live. And that is going to continue to put pressure on our housing market to come up with more housing in one way or another, whether it's condos, townhouses, apartments, rentals, sales, new construction, but somehow that need has to be met. I'll say it again, if you're a seller who's considering selling your home in the next 3 months, 6 months, a year, maybe you're waiting to see what's going to pan out in 2021, now is a good time to go ahead and sell. And here's why. We know what's going to happen. We pretty much know what's going to happen right now. We know what's going to happen with the housing market over the next month. We don't know what the future holds. We don't know what's going to happen to you or to the country or to the housing market in the next 6 months to a year. So if you're thinking of selling and you've got plans that you want to go ahead and move on, now is a really good time to seriously consider selling your home. Well, there you have it, your overall Tri-County Tampa Bay Area housing market update for September 2020. Don't forget to check out the videos specific to Pinellas County for the Pinellas County housing market update, and also for the 5-town North Pinellas area that I work in primarily, which is the real estate market update for September for Dunedin, Palm Harbor, Safety Harbor, Oldsmar, and Tarpon Springs. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys being here today and continuing to support the channel. You can do so by liking the video, leaving me a comment, sharing it out to your social media, your friends and your family, and of course by subscribing to the channel. If you would do so, I would very much appreciate that. Thank you so much again. Have a great day.